Okay, good evening, everyone. It's 5:30. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes before we get started just to make sure that all our invitees are able to join. Thank you for your patience. Okay, it looks like we've got a few more folks who've joined, and we're going to get started in just a minute. Okay, good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Clayton Voynier. I'm the Director for Community Planning and Development with Richland County. I want to welcome our viewers and participants to Richland County's virtual public hearing for our fiscal year 2019-2020 Community Development Block Grant and Home Investment Partnership Funds Comprehensive Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, also known as CAPER. Since Richland County is an entitlement community, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, also referred to as HUD, provides Richland County with a formula-based allocation of funds on an annual basis from these two funding sources. In accordance with HUD requirements, notice of this public hearing was provided online at richlandcountysc.gov under our news section and in local news media beginning March 21st, and the public comment period was opened on March 25th. The notice provided an opportunity for citizens to request an invitation to submit comments, participate in tonight's public hearing, and view the public hearing online through our Richland County YouTube channel. Residents were encouraged to provide public comments by mail or email. Citizens who requested an invitation were provided a copy of the CAPER report, and the report can be viewed online by visiting www.richlandcountysc.gov, navigating to Community Development, and then to the Housing and Urban Development webpage. This public hearing is being recorded, and the public comment period will close once the public hearing has closed. We will begin our public hearing with a short introduction of our other community development staff members on the call this evening. After those introductions, I'll provide a brief overview of the CAPER report, and then we will open up the public hearing for questions or comments from our public participants. All comments received will be submitted to HUD. So Adrian, if we can start with you.
Good afternoon. My name is Adrian Jackson. I'm the Housing Project Coordinator.
And Tawanda.
Good evening. This is Tawanda Pryor, and I am the Grant Accountant.
Good afternoon. This is Cheryl Johnson, and I'm the Neighborhood Coordinator for Richland County Planning.
Okay, thank you for those introductions. The CAPER report identifies and reports on all projects and programs financed through HUD appropriations with an assessment of the county's performance in the fulfillment of these projects and programs. The following are some of the primary accomplishments for Richland County. The Broad River Road commercial facade improvement programs serve to help Commercial businesses improved the exterior appearance of their buildings, storefronts, and signage. And this program was able to serve a total of 23 businesses. Our Operation One Touch program provided 16 low to moderate income families with rehabilitation and renovation of their homes. A total of 28 low to moderate income home buyers were served through our home ownership assistance program. Many of our accomplishments are achieved through our partnership with agencies that receive public service grants. Epworth's Children's Home provided residential services to youth transitioning to independence by upgrading one of its housing facilities that can house up to 30 youth. Girl Scouts of the Midlands assisted 203 low to moderate income female youth to help improve their communities and to build the skills to develop and maintain healthy relationships through participation in program activities. Homeworks of America repaired 15 owner-occupied homes for elderly, disabled, and veteran status homeowners. And the Comet added 4 bus stop shelters to Lower Richland to improve public transit access for disabled persons. In addition to these accomplishments, the full report contains information on a variety of operational and program compliance objectives and accomplishments. This concludes our brief overview of the report. And at this time, I'll take any questions or comments from those who are participating this evening. If you do have a comment or question, I would ask that you state your name for the record and the organization or agency you are with, if applicable. So at this time, we'll open it up for any questions or comments. Okay, I'm not hearing any questions or comments, but we'll stay on for another 15, 20 minutes to see if anybody joins and has any comments or questions.
There is a question in the chat box.
Thank you, Adrian. Okay, we got a question from Mr. Kim. Mr. Voynier, this may not apply to this meeting, but are there first-time homebuyer assistance programs planned for the future? And if so, would you be the person to contact? Yes, we do have a first-time homebuyer assistance program. Adrian is our person to contact for that. Adrian Jackson, our housing project coordinator. She would be the best person to contact for that. And Adrian, for the record, can you give your contact information?
Yes. My direct phone line number is 803-576-2089. My email address is jackson.adrian, and it's spelled ADRIENNE at richlandcountysc.gov.
Thank you. And Adrian, if you can also put that in the chat, that would be helpful as well. Okay, we got another question from Chris Kiefer. Do the accomplishments listed in the report only include the housing-related activities of community planning and development, or does it include housing-related activities such as advocacy for homeless and affordable living by other departments? So the accomplishments are directly related to any CDBG entitlement funds and home investment partnership funds. Those are primarily managed by community planning and development. However, if any of the projects were funded by other departments, which they have in previous years, those accomplishments would be listed there if there were any other housing related activities funded by other departments with these two funding sources. Okay, we've got another question. Are there funds available from the CDBG grant for private house rehabbers to purchase and rehab old houses? If so, would Ms. Jackson be the contact person for this? I'll actually let Adrian respond to this question since she has experience with our Operation One Touch program.
So for Operation One Touch, it must be your primary residence, and you have to live there 1 year or longer in that property. So yes, we do have funding for Operation One Touch. And yes, you will be able to contact me for Operation One Touch program.
Thank you, Adrian. Okay, we've got another question. Are there any documents I can view online about Operation One Touch and qualifications for it? I do believe we have some information posted to the community development website at once you go to the homepage, go to departments and then community development. There should be information there. However, if there's specific information you need or any particular documents, I'm sure that Adrian can send those to you. Okay, thank you, Cheryl, for providing that contact or that online information about our Operation One Touch program. So we're going to give a few more minutes in case there's any final questions or comments for the record, and then we'll close out our public hearing. Okay, another question, is there a map showing in what areas the CDBG funds are most being used? I do believe we have a map that is part of the report that should be available online. And we also break down the CDBG funds by various neighborhoods according to our neighborhood master plans, as well as areas of the county. So that percentage is also broken down in the report. Okay, one last call for any final questions or comments, and we'll close out our public hearing in a couple of minutes. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Okay, we're going to go ahead and conclude our public hearing for this evening. I do want to thank everyone for your questions and for your participation and for joining us this evening. I hope you all have a safe and wonderful evening. Thank you.